How you guys doing?
You ready for this camp to be over? Or?
Nah, I wouldn't say I'm ready for it to be over. It's a lot of good experiences, but at a certain point, we want to move on to the season and start playing some games. So, it's all good.
For you, though, to get your first game under your belt, I mean, did you feel like you shook out some of those jitters?
Absolutely, absolutely. Finally getting that under my belt and just some of that real game time experience, that was the main thing. Making sure I could learn from it, take something from it, and just apply it the next game.
What do you want to apply to this game on Saturday, John?
Say again?
What do you want to apply to this next game on Saturday?
Same things, that anything that I could have bettered or improved upon. That's what I want to continue to do each one of these preseason games and into the regular season. So, sticking with my man, knowing my assignments. Just the simple things, nothing too crazy.
What did that first game teach you?
The first game, the first thing that'll probably stand out just from coming from college to the NFL, the pace, understanding just the little intricacies of the game, kind of the breaks between, knowing the pace of an offense, and kind of what they're looking to attack and when they're trying to attack. So.
Another D2 guy in your room, and Brandon Daniels, you really had a pick in that game, made a nice play on a ball yesterday. What have you seen from him in terms of growth, just being another kind of newcomer in that cornerback role?
Right, absolutely. I speak to Daniels about the playbook and try to get some of his skill set. Brandon's a great player. He's versatile. He can play on the outside. He can play some of that nickel spot. And, I talked to him about, because he has both perspectives, some of the things he expects when he sees, certain formations or certain, just looks.
This might not be a big thing, but is it helpful at all? Is it kind of cool to play with a guy here at camp that played college ball here, kind of knows his way around town and the university?
Absolutely. Matter of fact, he's the reason I was able to get back on campus yesterday. So, yeah, shout out to Brandon. That's my guy.
When we talk about your skill set, Josh, everybody sort of acknowledges how good you are in press coverage.
Right.
I just wonder, with the exotic zones that Spags has in his playbook, just how do you feel playing zone coverage, and how much did you really do that in college, compared to what you maybe are asked to do here?
Right. Coming into a different system, especially like such a wide and expansive system like Coach Spags, it's giving you just a bigger outlook on defense. Like you said, I did play a lot of press man in college, but working with Coach Spags and working with my DB coach, Coach Merritt, Coach Don, all those guys, they're just opening my head up to different ideas, different techniques, and I'm just trying to soak it up, get better, and help this team win. So.
Speaking of Coach Merritt, last week he said that he calls you young defensive rookie cornerbacks the Fab Five.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you know who the Fab Five are, who is Chris Webber and who's Juwan Howard in the group?
Oh, man, see, that's what we're still trying to figure out. It's a whole lot of, I don't know. I think we all have some real wide and expressive personalities, so I don't want to just label anybody Chris Webber or any of the other guys. But I wouldn't mind being Juwan Howard, though. That's my guy.
Josh, you just spoke to Jerry Sneed. He said he kind of learned a couple things from you. What have you learned from him?
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
What have you learned from him about just being a pro and being better in the secondary?
Right. Well, first off, that's a blessing for LJ to say that, because, I look up to LJ. That's a vet that I really do try to model myself after and take little things after. And he'll I don't know. He's a real humble dude, so he might not tell you. Almost any time I'm coming off the field, I'm asking him, how I can do this. What did he do right here? And he'll give it to you. He's not one of those people who's kind of just in his own world. He'll come and offer some of that wisdom. And at the same time, him being humble, knowing how to speak to the rookies so we understand it, that's just, that's a plus. I love him.
Joshua, why couldn't you get back on campus, and how did Brandon help you?
Oh, no, we were just getting a workout. No, it wasn't, no. Don't get me in trouble now.
Josh, you came from an HBCU.
Right.
There's a lot of young guys that are playing football that are thinking, HBCU, trying to make that decision between HBCU and traditional schools.
Right.
What would be that message that you could give them, to say you can still make it to the next level?
Absolutely. First off, there's a lot of different things that both of them offer. So it really just depends on the kind of person you are. But I do want to say that coming out of high school, I just didn't know what HBCUs did offer. And when I finally did end up there, it was kind of like an eye-opener, learning the culture of the HBCU, kind of how things get around. And that whole vibe of it, it's great. I wouldn't trade it for anything or a different experience because it got me where I am today. But, you know, at the same time, I'm sure, you know, there's certain people in the world who may rather, you know, a traditional college, and that's respectable too.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, thank you. Yep.